it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to bring you another little treat for Reese's Cups, and you probably remember this one that I made, and I'm going to do it again but different. I'm going to use Snowman. I thought I'd do it with Snowman season and have a little snowman on the front there. And see how that looks, and then I can decide which one I like best. Quite like the idea of my Christmas table having different things on it, not necessarily all the same. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard and do the little bit of scoring that I need to do. So we have got, I'm using Whisper White, and this is 7 1/4 by 4 inches, and then I've got the mats, and I'm probably going to use that side actually. So I've got 2 squares there the same size, and they are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and this one is 2 1/4 by 3/4, and then I've got a scrap of Whisper White for doing me punching of my snowman. So let's get this scoring done. So on the long side here, we're going to score at 2 1/2, and then we're going to score at 3 3/4, and then we're going to score at 6 1/4, and then we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to score at 3/4 from each side. So I'm just going to swizzle it around, easier for my brain, that. Okay, so that's that simply done, and then I'm just going to fold and burnish all these lines before I start chopping. So I just, sometimes when you change paper and cardstock, it gives a completely different look to something. So I thought we'd do this for comparison. So now we just need to do a little bit of snipping, and we're going to take these 2 small rectangles out. So we're just going to slightly notch in and then take that up straight. So we'll slightly notch in and take that one up straight there. Let me just trim that a tad more because I'd left some of the score line looking things there. Right, now we do a folding in bit for this, and so what's slightly easier to do, I get my score tool, is, I think I demonstrated this last time, is I'm going to measure from that score line there 3/4 of an inch, which is the same width as this, do a little mark, and then I'm going to score from that point there to that mark I have just made to help with this fold, like so. And what we're doing is we want to put this fold here onto that long there. So that little score I've just made is helping that process be a little easier, in theory. That's what we're doing, and we're going to do that with each of the 4 sides. I'm going to bring in my bone folder there, give that a bit of a crease. So ¾ of an inch. Glasses would be useful, Jez. Put a little mark there. do the same up here. You don't have to do this bit, you could just fold, but it is ever so slightly easier if you get confused at this point, which I often do. And that's going to form our little sort of box cradle for so we want to put that little score line in there. So we'll push that up so we get ready for that score line. Give that a good crease and then do the same on this side. So now we've got that score line there just a bit to help us. Fold it in the right direction, Jez. There we go. And that will now fold up and form our little box, ready for our Reese's. Okay, so what we need to do is just stick these sections along here. I'm going to use fast fuse for quickness. Just up to where I did that scoring, so that will fold over, and now it folds up and forms a nice little box. Now what I did on the last one was I glued these. I'm not going to do it on this one so we can see the comparison with having it glued or not glued. So we're going to stick DSP on each of these 4 sections. No point in doing it on the bottom because it doesn't be seen. So just going to run my bone folder around the edges of this because I cut it on the other side, so you do get a slight ridge on whichever side you cut it. So if you smooth it out with a bone folder, that takes that ridge away. There we go. I've got some Tombow. It was in my craft bag. I went crafting at the weekend with my sister and niece, and yeah, it was still in the craft bag. And this was my last bottle, but then got my order and I got some in that, and then I took advantage of free P&P and ordered some more, so I will not be running out of Tombow anytime soon. Sit that in there. I was going to do this in Coastal Cabana and then I changed my mind, because then I remembered I was going to stick a snowman on, and I thought it would look better with white because the snowman's going to be punched out of white, and then this is like a snowy background as well, so I thought this would look really good. We shall see, won't we? So there we are. That's that, and that will take me 2 Reese's in there. So now we just need to do the snowman. So I've got a scrap. I've got my snowman all done ready. and you've probably seen me do this before. I have a template there that's been punched out of the punch so that I can line up so that it's in the right place for punching. I do actually want all the bits for this snowman, so let's ink him up. I think I might need to re-ink my memento. There we go, super, put that on my chamois. And then I might actually colour him in whilst he's on there. I think that might be slightly easier. So I've got some bits for colouring in. I've got a mixture of blends, Stampin' Right markers and watercolour pencils. So I'm going to colour his nose. This is pumpkin pie. So I'm just going to use a bit of that on his nose. And then I'm going to take the light pool party, and we're just going to have a bit of shadow on here. Didn't do that very well. That looks more like a splodge. There we go. I might get my colour lifter actually, because I'm not 100% happy with what I've done there. So take a little bit of that off. There we go. And then on the hat, I'm going to do some real red berries. I've just ordered real red blends because there's a stamp set in the new catalogue that's coming out that I need real red for. I may have shown you that already. I mean, I haven't shown it yet, but I think you'll see it before this one's published. I want to do the band. Oh, I didn't bring a colour for the band. Maybe I'll do the band in this. So I've got, I think it's that Pacific Point and Bermuda Bay. So I think we might colour those. In that. And then we take a little blender pen and then just smush it a little bit. And then for the hat, I like to take my basic black and I just colour the edges. This is why it's easier to do this whilst it's still attached. Here, and then we take this and then I just drag that watercolour pencil across. And we get a little bit of light and dark. Just run that off. That's that done. And then we're ready to just punch it all out. So because I used that template thing, that will line up on the punch. like so. Ready to assemble. So just gonna, where's my fast fuse gone? Just gonna stick a bit of this on there so that it sticks on top there where I want it. There we go. And I'm gonna decide where I want the hat when it's on there. So like we did before with the Christmas tree, this was just stuck down through the bottom bit, so we need to work out where we want the snowman to go, and he fits on there nicely. So basically the bottom two round bits is where we want him. So I'm going to get dimensionals, that's the mini ones, I want the big ones, so I might stick 2 on the bottom and then 1 on that bit, and I'm going to rub off a bit of that fast fuse, otherwise that is actually going to end up sticking to the lip. And that would be a disaster. There we go. Take them off. And then we just need to stick his hands on. So I just need, might, a little dab. Tombow. How cute, love this snowman. He will be spending Christmas with me for many years to come because he's so cute. There we go. So that's another table favour done. What do you think? So that's the Christmas tree one and that's the snowman one. I love them. That's a bit classy, I think, and that's just cute. And then, like before, just opens up like that. So that's the difference between gluing those edges in and not gluing those edges in. That's a little bit sturdier, but that's quite easy to get out. So if you've got small hands, if you've got children, that they might find that a little bit easier. Whereas that one involves putting your fingers down. So there you go. So there we have it. So which do you like best? I like them both. Hate to choose. I'm going to have them both, to be fair. Okay, so I hope you like that. All the details will be on my blog and there should be a link coming up there. Please like and subscribe and don't forget to press the bell and then you'll get notifications whenever I post, and go and explore some more if you're new to me. If you wish to purchase any of these things, then you'll find a link over on my blog. There is a link down below as well. Okay, bye for now.